Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Today is day 42 of my journey to learn Japanese, and this series of live streams is all about documenting my progress at learning Japanese, having started as a complete beginner. And my goal for today is to continue expanding my Japanese vocabulary. I had some technical difficulties with a previous stream, so I've actually done about an hour and a half's worth of study earlier today on a previous live stream, but I've been informed that the video footage was like frozen and it was just audio. So I'm just starting a fresh stream now, continuing on with that. But just to give like a brief summary of what I've been studying. So basically, here on the Lingo Command website, I was studying vocabulary, and in particular, I'd covered this topic here, verb six. So this is 25 frequently used Japanese verbs that I was studying, um, which went very well. And basically, I was just now focusing on this verbs three list. So thank you so much to the person that pointed out that the stream was frozen, and we'll just continue on from here. Okay, so here we, just to kind of summarize what we're looking at here on screen, is a list of 25 Japanese verbs. We've got English here on the left, Japanese on the right, and at the click of a button, we can change this from Romaji to Hiragana and Katakana. And then we can turn this into a quiz. So the questions are being posed in English, and our expected output is going to be Hiragana and Katakana. We'll apply random ordering. So let's make a start with this test. So this is going to be, to eat lunch is, we need Hiragana for this. It's going to be 昼食を食べる. This is 飲む. To wear is in to wear out is 消耗する. This is 売る. To eat dinner is, what is to eat dinner? 言う. 食を食べる. To eat breakfast is 朝食を食べる. There needs to be a U here. I see. This is 学ぶ. To continue is oh, I had this earlier. つづける. And so also it would be useful to know 警告する versus 続ける, what the difference is. So we'll come back to that one later. But to look at is 見る. To change is 変える. To finish is 終える. To pay is 払う. To listen is 聞く. So this is for active listening. And then this is 説明する. 説明する. I'm just trying to see if the screen is still frozen. To play is 遊ぶ. Oh, it seems like it's frozen again. I just don't understand. Properties. Let's try this. Okay, so it's working now. Hi. Thank you so much for your feedback. Hopefully the I found a way to reset it, by the way, without ending the stream, which is what I did previously. But thank you so much for your feedback. You don't know how much I appreciate that, because it would have been such a waste to continue otherwise. Okay, so getting back on track here. This is 聞こえる. 知っている. Putting soko on here. Let's zoom in a bit. To follow is sagasu. No. To follow is shitagao. There we go. Ryori suru is to cook. And to travel would be ryo. So ryo ko suru. To like is konomu. To serve food is teikyo suru. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, if you have any questions about how the website works or something, feel free to ask me. To go up as in climbing is noboru. The reason I mention it is because I'm the software developer behind the app. So if you've got any feature requests or where you're like, oh, this would be nice, please let me know and I'll do my best. Kanjiru is to feel, and then this is konomu again. So frustrating. I was hoping to get 100% here. So I guess the only approach would be just do it again. So lunch is chu shoku o taberu. Oh, before we do this, actually, what I want to know, so if I uncheck random ordering, to continue is suzukeru, but it's also this, which I think is like k. Let's go to verb 6 here. Sorry, it's a little bit hectic. So if I go to hiragana and katakana, yeah, keizoku suru is also to continue. So it seems like explain the difference. When do you use what? Explain the difference. Suzukeru is this one, and then this is keizoku suru. Other than the same meaning, here's the main difference. It's mainly the attributes. Almost identical in more than 90% of situations. The two words have almost no change in meaning if they are interchanged. However, there are examples of slight different uses. Okay, so considering that I'm a complete beginner, I think I'll just say they can be used interchangeably and leave it at that. And then when I get more advanced, I can focus on this 10% where they're different. So I think we were on verbs 3. So let's retry the quiz. Try to get 100%. So apply random ordering. Kairu is what we'll put here. Kairu. To eat breakfast. So, chōshoku o taberu. So taberu is to eat. This o here, I'm guessing it's some type of particle. And I'd assume that chōshoku means breakfast. But I could check that just to make sure. Let's go to Google Translate here. Breakfast. Chōshoku. Fantastic. Okay. Oh, the screen is frozen again, hasn't it? So I don't understand why it just keeps freezing. That's so unfortunate. Asobu. I've managed to fix it now, but I'll need to sort that out. To feel is kanjiru, konomu, shiteiru, setsume suru, to follow is shitagao. To serve is teikyo suru. This is kiku. To go up, as in climbing, is noboru. This is ryori suru. To eat dinner is yushoku o taberu. I'm guessing if I search, what does yushoku mean? Probably means dinner. Let's open a new tab here. And we'll type in British English. So in verbs 3, if we search for dinner, and then we select hiragana and katakana, I'm guessing this is the yushoku part. Yeah, because we see the o here. So this should mean dinner. Fantastic. Fantastic. So this is dinner, some type of particle, and then to eat. It's starting to make sense. So hiragana, to hear, is kikoeru. Kikoiru. To look at is miru. To continue is tsuzukeru. Let's go back here to tsuzukeru. And the other one from the other list was I'll come back to that one, but it was something like keizoku suru. That was it. So I didn't write. They both mean zu, but this is the Romaji equivalent of this is du. So this is the wrong zu. Okay, fine. This is oeru. It would be nice to get 100% actually, so I might redo the quiz because that's what we're aiming for here. Chou shoku o taberu is to eat breakfast. To travel is ryo ko suru. This is shiteiru. To eat lunch is so it's going to be the same as to eat breakfast, but instead of chou, it's going to be chu shoku o taberu. To finish is oeru. This is kikoeru. Kikoiru. Noboru is to go up, as in climbing. To play is asobu. To continue is tsuzukeru. Notice here that I'm using this version of zu, where its Romaji equivalent is du, but it's pronounced zu, zu. And then to drink is nomu. This is setsume suru. Harao is to pay. Miru is to look at. Konomu for this one. Kairu is to change. Uru is to sell. Let me turn the volume down of this sound a little bit. Manabu is to learn. And then this is teikyo suru is to serve. to serve food, or I guess to serve at a restaurant. To cook is ryo ri suru. I even said ryori, but I typed ru. That's so annoying. Konomu shomo suru. This is kiku. This is kanjiru. Shitagao. And this is yushoku o taberu. Okay. I suppose what I could do, instead of just redoing this quiz, perhaps this time, I'll handwrite my answers. Oh, it's stuck again. It might be like my... So I've rejoined the stream. I've disconnected and reconnected my streaming software. Is there any chance you could respond in the chat and let me know if you can hear and see me? Hi there. Hi there. Can you see me now? Okay, fantastic. Thank you. You can hear me. Fantastic. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know what this issue is, but I'm thinking maybe because I've now reset the software, that will reduce any further technical issues. Now I could handwrite my answer. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay. So, setsume suru. This looks like the stylus is kind of acting strangely. Let me just try and set this up correctly. Okay, so to know personally is shi teru. So this way I get to practice both my handwriting and my vocabulary. So we're going to use sokon and then teiru, shiteiru. To cook is ryori suru. So ri is going to be, I guess, like this. Then I'm going to write half-sized yo. It's pretty small, right? Maybe just a tad smaller. Yo. And then we just have another ri. And then suru. Ryori suru. And then here we've got the handwritten version of ri, not the typed. To explain is setsume suru. So writing that down, this is it's one, no. The stroke order of set is always so confusing to me. I think it's 1, 2, 3. We'll find out soon. Setsume suru. And I was told that this is a little bit too curly, so let's make it like that. So I had 1, 2, 3. Satsume suru. 1, 2, 3. Fantastic. That's the correct stroke order. And from what I can see on the feedback of the streaming software, there's no more lag. So fingers crossed. To continue is tsuzukeru. So it's tsuzukeru. Okay, cool. To change is kairu. Kairu. So that's an E here, and then this is ru. To eat breakfast is cho shoku o taberu. So it's this, and then we need the hiragana yun combination. So we need a small yo, normal sized u, cho, and then it's another yun combination, but sho this time, ku, and then it's o. This one's kind of tricky, so it's 1, 2, 3, like that, and then taberu. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is he, now it's be, and then this is ru. Chōshoku o taberu. I noticed that the software, it's frozen again. I'm so sorry for the technical issues here. I'm just going to reset the internet here in hopes of sorting this out. Okay, so I've reset just now. I've reset the internet as like last attempt to try and fix these freeze issues. So to here is kikoiru. So that's ki, ko, eru, kikoiru. Nice. Then this is noboru. So no is this one. And then we need to write ho with dakuten, so it becomes bo. And then ru. The cell is uru. It's going to be pretty straightforward. This is u, and that's ru. To like is, or to prefer, is ko no mu. So it's ko no mu. And then here again, ko no mu. So let's write that. Ko no mu. And then to follow is shi tagao. So this is shi. That's ta. This is ka, but we apply dakuten to get ga. And then we write this u here. Shitagao. And then to play is asobu. So it's Should write that a little bit neater. A, so, and then we write fu. So it's this one. Asobu. Asobu. Okay, fantastic. And then to eat dinner. I don't want to cheer too early, but it seems like the internet issue. Oh, literally as I spoke, it froze. How could this be? Okay. So, to eat dinner is yushoku o taberu. So, this is you. And then we want another you here. And then this is sho. So that's a hiragana yun combination. And then we need o, like this. Let's try and write that a little bit more neatly. O, ta, be, ru. This is very sloppy. Let me try and clean this up a little bit. Ta, be, ru. Yushoku o taberu. Great. To look at is miru. Miru. And then this is chu shoku o taberu. So it's, this is chi. And then yu needs to be half size because it's a hiragana yun combination. So chu, and then we need an additional hu here. Then sho, another yun combination. Ku, and then yushoku o ta. Let's try and write this a little bit more neatly. Be, ru. To finish is oeru. So it's o, e, ru. Great. And to pay is harau. Harau. What is ra again? It's this. Harau. To travel is ryoko suru. That's a U there. So here we're going to have to write ri. And then half-sized yo. Then ko. Ryoko suru. To feel is kanjiru. Yeah, this has been a nice opportunity to practice my writing of hiragana. Kanji る. And then this is 消耗する. So we need よ here, half-sized, and full-sized ゆ. 消耗する. 消耗する. And then to learn is 学ぶ. So what is ma? It's this. And then this is na. I'm not quite happy with the shape here. Mana. And then we need fu with dakuten. Fantastic. And then this is nomu. So this is no. And that's mu. Let's try and write that a little bit more neatly. No mu. To listen to is kiku. Kiku. So it's a gap here. That's what's standard for the handwritten form of ki. And then ku. And then to serve food is te kyo suru. So let's write that. So this is te. And then it's a little bit too big here. So te. And then here we need a yun combination. So this is kyo. You there. And then we need suru. Te kyo suru. Fantastic. So we got them all. So actually, if we check here, let's see what we're missing. I think actually going from English to Japanese is pretty important. What I could do is make a start on some kanji, perhaps. That would be nice. Could try the kanji for colors. Let's take a look. So this is the kanji for color, iro, and this is chai, which means tea. So it's like tea color is brown in Japanese. And then gray is like, this is color again, and this is ash, apparently. So it's like ash color, which makes sense, is gray. So those two are fine. And then orange and pinku, you know, it's katakana, so it's self-explanatory. Kiro, okay. Suppose I'll just wing it. Let's see how it goes. So apply random ordering, and we'll go from Japanese to English. I think this was black. This looks... Is this a kanji for fire? It kind of looks like a fire to me. Kanji for fire. Kanji for ash. Very interesting. Okay, so this is gray. Orange is orange. I think this was white. This is pink. And then the super complicated one was purple. And then this is maybe green, midori. That just then leaves one of these is yellow and the other is brown. I think this might be yellow. So then this is brown. Is this blue? Okay. Huh. I guess the question is what color is left. Aka, red. Okay, so I think what might be a good approach here would be... My laptop is also almost dying, so I should probably put it in the charger. If I wonder, does this work wirelessly? So one thing that I could do here, for example, is I'll swap the languages. And I'll handwrite my answers. So that might be a good way to study this. So green would be, let's take a look. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. So the first part is this. Oh, I want to attach. Okay. I'm going to reduce the brightness here. So sorry for the technical difficulties here. So let's undo. So this is the kanji for green. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's going to be quite tricky to remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's try that without looking to begin with. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that was fine. And then the thing here on the right is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm so sorry. I'm just noticing that basically I can either attach the stylus or the charger for my laptop. You would hope that this could be attached wirelessly. Let's try and set this up. That's so unfortunate. Do I use Genki? Hi there. I don't use Genki. Currently, what I'm using is Lingo Command only, just because I'm the developer behind the app. So my goal was to learn Japanese and then modify the app accordingly if there are any issues. So that's kind of been my approach so far. And I try and do all the studying on the stream. And then as I do, if there are any bugs or issues, I can then make changes based on that. So I hope that answers your question. So if I now try and memorize this kanji, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Was it 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So that was correct. It just looks pretty sloppy at the moment. So let's try that again. Hi there. Okay. Yeah, I'm making a start on some kanji. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we go in, and then we go back out. Because the stroke order is pretty important here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Another mistake that I'm making, that I'm noticing, is I'm leaving too much space here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This has a hook. This has a hook, which is very important. We're really starting to get somewhere. We're getting close. We're getting close. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then we add the hook here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd give that a pass. Do I know about kanji radicals? Like vaguely? Vaguely. I think that might be, like, for example, if we look at gray. I heard that gray, you have like Heidel. Oh no, sorry, is it Heidel? Yeah, it's Heidel. Oh, I've got 2% battery. What I heard is that, I'm just gonna put my laptop in the charger, that this is like a radical for fire, and then with this thing on top, it's ash. I would need to study this more, but I've heard that kanji, they have like these building blocks that pop up everywhere. Like for example, for animals, this one here, this 1, 2, 3, I think comes up pretty often. Or this one here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I guess, are these examples of radicals? Okay, so in any case, going back to colors, let's go to the quiz, handwrite our answers. So we were on gray, and from what I remember, it was something like, so I have to use my fingers here, so it was this kind of roof, and then there was like this flame thing, kind of like this, and then there was a kanji here. Let's take a look. Okay, so this rainbow stroke ordering is pretty useful here. Basically, you start the first stroke with red, and then you go down the order of the rainbow. So orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. And so by looking at this diagram, even though you don't see the number 1 because it's red, you know that one comes first. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, let's try that again. So this is 1. This is 2. This is 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with a curl at the end. Okay. Oof, it's gonna be hard to remember. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like this. So it's very unfortunate. So normally I use a stylus, but because my laptop is about to die, I can't use it right now. So please excuse the horrible handwriting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I can try it for a second. Okay. So let's try this one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think because the battery is almost dying, it's just not quite working. Also, I have to take a call at 7:30, so this might be the perfect place to stop the stream. But before I do, let me just read this comment, because you're talking here about radicals. You start learning radicals, the 214 radicals that make up all the Japanese kanji. Once you get familiar with radicals, it will be lots easier for you to learn new kanji simply by using mnemonics. I see. Would you say that it makes sense? So you're saying start learning the radicals first and then learn the kanji? Or do you reckon as you learn kanji, you start to notice these patterns? But I'll definitely investigate what you're saying here. Thank you so much for pointing that out. You've always given really great advice. Looking at the time though, I'll probably have to call it an end to the stream. So if you're watching this later on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff to help support the channel if you'd like to. It would also support me to continue developing lingocommand.com. That's the website that we're currently looking at, which also comes with an accompanying iOS app, which is basically the exact same thing, but in the form of a mobile app. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next live stream. Take care. Bye bye.